Youth unemployment is up because Gen Z can't be bothered to work. Well, you little lazy bums. In a few years, we will have a mandate to force you into work.
Sounds like gulags will be a thing in 2029.
That is not what a gulag is.
It literally is.
You youth need to get off your ass and get jobs. When I was 15, I left school and got a job. When I was 18, I had a mortgage.
What was your wage?
About 10k.
And the price of the house?
About 30k. It took 10 years to pay off.
Wow. A dream for us. How much is the house worth now?
About £250,000. Why are you asking me this?
Do you know what the average salary is today?
It's about £30,000, old man.
Which is about 25k after taxes. So with interest on a 250k mortgage, plus other expenses like bills and food, you couldn't possibly pay that off in 10 years.
Not even if you side hustle by selling your own jizz. I looked into it. People are picky about it.
That's disgusting.
I even looked into becoming a blood boy, but I'm not healthy enough. No one would have my blood.
You're both overthinking it. Just start with a smaller house.
We were comparing averages of basic salaries and cost of housing over time, but okay, let's go for a 100k house.
Still rough, and you're unlikely to be accepted. Let's say you are lucky enough to get one. On 30k per year, after tax, you have about 2k per month. 100k mortgage is about £600 to £700 per month. That leaves 1.3 to 1.4k. Council tax, bills and food leave you with around £500.
Most people have a car which is a few hundred quid, if you're lucky, and even if you use public transport to get to and from work, it leaves a significant dent in the remaining funds.
True. Then you have little things like phone contracts and internet. Probably left with between £100 to £200.
Pray you don't get a flat tire on the pothole-ridden roads.
Or your friends drag you out for another cheeky Nando.
That piri-piri sauce though.
Kind of worth being broke for a month, isn't it?
See. A couple £100 is more than enough at the end of the month to enjoy life. You're just spending money in the wrong places. If you budget better, it is possible.
Really? That leaves about 2.5k max in savings for the year. If you live inside and only leave to work. But you can guarantee your car will need a fix at some point. Something will happen in the house like needing to call out a plumber, an item will break like the fridge. That's most of your funds gone.
You can guarantee you'll have to attend a wedding or a funeral and rent a suit.
Charity shop, pray they have something in your size.
So basically, old Wojak and old Alec are screwed, no savings.
And no life lived unlike these boomers. No holidays, few memories. Might as well legalize euthanasia and end it all when your back goes at 40.
It's a grim future for millennials and Gen Z.
We are mega cooked. And now we have Gen Alpha.
Imagine being in the situation we just described with a young Gen Alpha kid to look after.
This is why hardly anyone has kids.
All nonsense. Your food bills will include expensive avocados. I don't know why your generation has an addiction to those things.
Wrong, old man. That's a budget supermarket bill for essential items.
Skipping out on buying a few avocados per month won't pay off a 100k mortgage much quicker, old man.
Your generation's avocado was a pack of cigarettes, and you could still buy a pack every day and pay a mortgage off in 10 years.
And they get their lung cancer treated free via national health care, which these boomer reformers want to take away from us as well.
Great, car tire goes and my savings are gone. God forbid I'm unlucky enough to get diagnosed with cancer after 2029 as well.
That's enough from the both of you. You just don't work hard enough. Work more hours. Work will always provide you with your needs.
It seems it all actually pays towards your needs. While I wage away, you sit on your ass all day watching boomer book reels living off your state pension that I'm paying for. Real fair.
I worked hard to get into the position I am in.
I don't agree. I don't think any of you worked hard at all. Boomers have had a free ride and they want to lock everyone else out. It's all about how they can milk more out of the system before they die and leave nothing behind.
How dare you? Who do you think will inherit this £250,000 house?
That's if you and mum don't go into care, and have to remortgage to cover the costs.
And it will probably be another rich boomer or some silver-spooned little shit who buys the house and squeezes people like us out of the system even more.
Notice how he ignored all the basic math we went over as well?
That's because maths is an academic elite lie, invented by Arabs.
Did you get that from the Boomer book?
It is true, they are called Arabic numerals. They were invented to use in all sorts of economic voodoo and sciences to trick us all.
So I work more hours so you can scratch your ass and rot your brain with shit like that from the Boomer book. There the boomers go again with their free riding.
I have heard enough from you two talking about my generation. We built this fucking world only for you lot to wreck it with wokeism.
You lot rolled around high in the mud enjoying free love. All paid for by your war-torn parents, and you want to lecture us?
Sounds like you all opened the door to a progressive society, only to walk through it and slam the door on everyone else. Oh, and you took the money with you as well.
We want our money and freedoms back, old man.
We took nothing and I earned my pension.
You draw a state pension, right?
There is the answer for Gen Z and millennials. Quit your job and refuse to pay into the state pension. Go roll around in the mud instead, like they did.
How dare you become a lazy bum?
Rich coming from a boomer. I work and I'm broke. I refuse to work and I'm broke. But at least in refusal, I get to scratch the nose of you boomers by destroying your state pensions.
If only such a movement was possible.
I will not have you two wokes planning a revolution in my house. What are those hats? Stop it. My generation are the children of the revolution and we won't be fooled.
You do and think what your Boomer book and Boomer GB shit news tell you to, old man.
This is not the fault of the boomers. It's the wokes, the boats, and Brown selling off all the gold that has done this.
So that's why your house has near 10x in value?
Hypothetically, since your average earnings to house price ratio was 1 to 3, let's say we stop the wokes and boats tomorrow. Would you be okay if your £250,000 house became worth 90k?
Wrong. Actually, not how it works.
Actually, missing the point.
Most actualities do, and I feel like they do it on purpose.
Look, sons. You're just wrong about everything. The commie wokes have got to you. Life has always been this way.
You got a house at 3x your annual wage and paid it off in 10 years, which is impossible to do now. We did the math, old man. This has nothing to do with commies or wokes.
Left wing, right wing.
Chicken wing.
You need to show us the math on how boats, wokes and gold has shut our generations out of the economy.
And keep in mind that we were on track to where we are now before the boats and wokes were ever even a thing.
I proved maths is a lie. It's on the Boomer book.
You didn't prove anything. You just believe anything you see on that app.
Another idea. Stop helping your boomer parents when their devices drop off the Wi-Fi.
Good one. Or log into the router and ban their device's MAC address.
That might be considered evil, but I'd argue it is a necessary evil.
It will be good for their brain to have a social media cleanse from time to time.
It's like internet safety for kids, but for boomers. You have to look after loved ones suffering from brain rot, somehow.
What are you two talking about? What are you going to do to my devices?
Nothing.
Good. I won this debate easily. Anyone with a brain will be able to see that that is the case.
Sure you did, old man. Sure you did.
Now you take my advice and tighten up your bootstraps. Life is not easy. But you get through it, just like I did. Don't buy avocados. Wear a coat inside when it is cold. Consider a tin of good old British baked beans for your lunch. All these are sound bits of timeless advice that will have you on the way to prosperity and retirement by the time you're 60.
I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Let's just start the revolution.
Not in my house.
Another thing we could do to the young is force them to join the army with our friends across the pond. A lot of British patriots would love to be the 51st state of America.
That makes a lot of sense. It's the patriotic thing to do and it might put some sense into these kids. Time for a Boomer book reel. Wojak. Alec. Help me. My phone cannot connect to the Google.